I'll tell you a funny story. Just
Yeah.
you can use it, whatever.
Yeah.
So I volunteered on a kibbutz, and my Hebrew was pretty good, but not perfect. And first I was in the laundry, but it was a nighttime job, and I found out that my Hebrew stopped at midnight. After midnight, I simply couldn't speak
You
Hebrew.
didn't have the bandwidth.
And then one day they said to me, "At רוצה לשחק עם avanim," which means,
stones.
do you want to play with rock? I heard was, "At רוצה לשחק עם ענבים." Instead of avanim, I heard anavim. And I thought I was going to go out and pick grapes, which is, the kibbutz ideal.
Which is cool.
And I said, "Ken," and he kind of looked at me funny, like, okay. And he takes me out to this empty field, and there were giant rocks, and he said, "Start." And it was basically clearing a field of rocks. And I said, "Aval ifo ha'anavim, where are the grapes?" And that was the end of my short-lived kibbutz career. But I was not far from you. I was at Malay Gilboa. And I was actually thinking that I might want to live on a kibbutz. And in fact, when I met my husband, he was very interested in living on a kibbutz. And then I decided that it really was not for me. And but the best thing is to have relatives who live on a kibbutz. So you get all so his brother actually makes beer called beer tzinut on a kibbutz near a lot called Keturah.
Oh, yeah,
a
it's
young
a famous
Judea. It's a very well-known young Judea kibbutz. And actually, one of the things at Keturah is they took date seeds that they found from Masada from 2,000 years ago, and they germinated, and the date palms grew. The first one's called Methuselah, so 2,000 or 3,000-year-old date seeds, and now they have a whole grove of date trees, and I've actually tasted the dates, and they taste like honey. So when you talk about in the Bible about honey, it was probably date honey, not bee honey. When they talk about, Ben and Jerry's just came out with a new flavor, milk and honey, and it's really date honey. Anyway, so I was talking to you about your aliyah. So you came, you were on kibbutz for how long? Then what did you do?
Well, I was also going to mention that I had gone to an ashram, the Shivananda ashram, and my parents were trying to get me to Ilat Chaim, which was like nearby, Reb Zalman's place. Basically, what happened there was it's obviously different than a kibbutz, right? I mean, ashram, but maybe there is maybe there's something in common. Like they also do there's different types of jobs on the ashrams and so forth too. I did like a couple Hebrew Olpans since I've been here. Several, more than most.
How's your Hebrew now?
It's decent, I would say.